Okay, so let's dive into something pretty cool today.
Yeah.
We are going to be taking a deep dive into some of the most anticipated video games coming out in 2025.
Right.
We have a list here of some familiar names and some that might surprise you. GTA 6,
Okay.
Death Stranding 2, On the Beach,
Wow.
Elden Ring, Nightreign, and Fable.
I'm excited.
Yeah, these are some pretty massive titles.
Yeah, they are.
In 2025, it feels like it's so far away, but when you look at these titles, it's right around the corner.
It is.
So I wanted to get your take. What is it about these upcoming releases that signals trends in the gaming industry?
Well, I think first off, we see a lot of sequels here.
Yeah.
And that always, gets people excited because they're familiar with them and they want to see what the next step is.
Yeah.
But then we also have some new IPs like Nightreign, which is really cool to see some fresh ideas coming out.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's kind of like a mix of both right now, which is a good thing for the industry.
Yeah, for sure. One that really jumps out at me is GTA 6. I mean, the hype surrounding this game is insane.
Oh, yeah.
It's palpable.
GTA has always had that.
It really has.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about these games that fuels that level of excitement?
I mean, it's part nostalgia, right? Like you're going back to a world you're familiar with.
Yeah.
You want to see what happened to the characters you love and where this story went next. But then also I think it's about evolution. Like how much has changed? How have the technology gotten better?
Yeah.
What kind of new gameplay elements are there? And GTA especially, it's always been a cultural touchstone. It reflects and satirizes society.
Yeah.
So I think with GTA 6, people are excited to see what mirror they hold up to the world this time.
It's always been, more than just a game. It's like a commentary
Exactly.
on society and where we're at and where we're going.
Totally.
And, speaking of pushing boundaries, Death Stranding 2, On the Beach. I mean, it's such an interesting title because Death Stranding was such a unique experience.
It was.
So to have a sequel, what do you think a beach setting implies about maybe the themes of the gameplay for a Death Stranding game?
I think it's, Kojima being Kojima, right? Like, he loves to take these familiar concepts and just flip them on their head.
Right.
You think about his past games, all the recurring themes, connection, isolation, like the very nature of reality, and then you put that on a beach.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like, is it a symbol of isolation? Is it rebirth? Or is it something completely different? We don't really know.
Yeah.
He loves symbolism.
Right.
So I think there's definitely a deeper meaning there beyond just like a simple change of scenery.
Yeah. And, thinking about the games that Kojima's made, he always makes us think.
Yes, he does.
He's a brilliant mind when it comes to video games and how to tell a story and really make you think about the bigger picture.
Yeah, he's an auteur for sure.
He is for sure.
Like a film director, but with video games.
Yeah, exactly. And, I have to confess, I've always been a little bit intimidated by the Souls genre.
Yeah.
With its difficulty, its legendary difficulty. But Elden Ring has generated so much buzz.
Yeah.
And I want to know, what is it about Elden Ring that stands out?
Well, I think with Souls games, the appeal is the brutal challenge, right? But Elden Ring is different because it's the first open world Souls game.
Okay.
So imagine like that intricate level design, the demanding combat. But now you have the freedom to explore this massive world.
Cool.
At your own pace, you can uncover secrets. You can choose your battles.
Wow.
So it's not just about conquering the enemies. It's about conquering the world itself.
Yeah.
So it's like that scale, that sense of discovery that makes it really compelling, even if you've never played a Souls game before.
Yeah. It's almost like a, choose your own adventure, but with consequences, which I think is what makes it so terrifying and exciting at the same time.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But, we talked about a lot of big names here,
Yeah.
GTA, Death Stranding, Elden Ring, but...
And then Fable, that's a classic franchise getting a reboot.
Okay.
And, it's a beloved RPG series. It's known for its humor and its charm and its world building.
Yeah.
So what we're hoping for here is, they stay true to the heart of Fable.
Right.
But they use all the new technology and game design to create something really captivating.
Yeah, looking at all of these games together, it feels like 2025 is going to be a really big year for gaming. And I'm curious, what are your thoughts on the broader industry trends that these releases reflect?
I think we're seeing this interesting duality, right? On the one hand, you've got the continued dominance of sequels, which, people love those familiar worlds.
Right.
But then there's also this push for unique experiences like Nightreign, where, developers are taking risks, they're experimenting with genres and giving players more agency.
Right.
So it's this balance between, giving people what they want, but also pushing the boundaries, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I agree. It's it's a reflection of the gamers today. We have such a diverse set of wants and needs, and these games are really striving to meet all of those.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, this has been an amazing conversation.
It has.
I really appreciate you sharing your insights on all of this.
Of course, happy to be here.
But I want to leave our listeners with a question.
Okay.
If you could only play one of these games in 2025.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
Yeah.
Which would it be and why? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the future of gaming.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
And finally, don't forget to visit reefimages.com to get the best references.